Welcome guys, we're on Zerker here. We got another build video, the Spell Shot Stabomancer build, and it rolls around Ambi-Hextrous. Ambi-Hextrous, certain things are a little bugged on it, but we're not too sure because I'm pretty sure it would have been hot fixed already, but I don't know. We'll go over that when I get to the items that are equipped in this, but first we'll start out with the skill tree. First things first, I put 4 points into Spell Sniper so I can get 48 critical hit chance. I went max into Magic Bullets because that is a huge key to the build. 3 into Presentation, 5 into just warming up. This is a huge key to the build too. Fate Maker gains increased fire rate for every stack of spell weaving, which is beautiful. You got Glass Cannon. That's why you can notice that you'll have no armor. So this build is like, it's literally a glass cannon, like it says. It's a glass cannon build. But you do enough damage, and with some of the guns that you have, it helps out a lot where they can go and kill their own things. So you're not dying as much. But if you play it right, you should be going through it as a breeze. You got high thread count, which increases your spell weaving stacks, which is a huge thing. Imbued weapon, and then you got 1 slot, 1 kill. Double knot. Double knot is a very key thing with the spell sniper. Specking into that, now you get 21 extra damage every time you crit with the spell. It's nice. And then sever thread, so you can always get those chances of getting those spells immediately cooldowned, which is nice. 15% chance, but that's there's, trust me, it happens a lot. Then you go max in Arsenal, 3 in haste, 5 in swift death, 3 in exploit their weakness, and then I did 1 in elusive. So that's how I ran it. A lot of people run it differently. A lot of people will run like, they'll put some in here, or they'll put maybe some in contagion, or they'll max out that and do some cooldown. I don't think cooldown's really worth it because you are using severed thread, like there's no point. So I'm just trying to go pop out the most damage as possible. So, but this is how I would run it. But my favorite way to run Spell Shot Stabomancer is with From the Shadows because it reminds me of Flak 2.0. I love that stuff. But we'll get on to the hero points. I got 48 in Strength, 40 in Dexterity, Intelligence I put at 17. 36 at Wisdom because I want that status damage. 20 at Constitution, 22 in skill cooldown. So now we're gonna look at the weapons. So I'm very like OCD on how I have stuff organized. So all my weapons have the enchanted glittering on every single one. So I make sure if I'm needing to swap one thing out for like a boss fight or anything, like I'm swapping my skill, and that's the only thing I swap out. So for the first gun, liquid cooling, volatile liquid cooling, very, very hard to gun get. Just farming the chaos over and over and over and over and over until you get one. Unfortunately too, they do come with like different like rolls. Like sometimes you'll get one like with the not times 2, or you'll get one with no crit damage on it, or you'll get one with like a 5 times zoom on it and not like a 2.5. So it's, it's RNG, but then the other key of the key of the builds are these 2 beautiful guns right here. The Fair Knot of the Champion and the Whatnot of the Champion. This one spawns little like guns with wings, and you can spawn up to 3 of them. It's frost damage, and this one spawns Hydras with frost damage up to 3 of them. And I use this gun to get my stacks up. Volatile Masterwork Hambo shoots shoot the and just get those stack weaves up, and you see it keeps it going up. It's the fastest way. You pop your Buffmeister and you can shoot it a little faster, and it gets it up there easy. Then you can sit there and put out these birds, and I tell you what, you're popping your Buffmeister and you're doing your skill and everything, and these birds are shredding. You'll see that they've done 100k, 78k, like it's pretty ridiculous on how. And then these hit. The gun actually hits really hard too, as it is. Like this gun right here, I've hit over like 100k with it, which is really nice. So I keep the Glitterline enchanted on there on spellcast, increase elemental damage by 20%. I pick it, the Chilling Pickaxe. I use the Chilling Pickaxe because when you pick up money, you get increased speed. I do that because of the Swift Death. The faster you move, the greater the damage you do. So it's the whole key of being fast. So we use the pickaxe to get that. The enchanted on that is increase frost damage by 30% for 5 seconds. Then we use the volatile cursed wit, and I use the enchanted desperate. When health is below 50, regenerate 5% maximum health per second, gain 30% damage dealt. While ward is depleted, gain 17% damage reduction and gain 100% damage increased dealt to nearby enemies. 15% chance to reflect bullets and arrows while warded. Super, I think, my opinion, best shield in the game. Like, it's really, really OP. And I love that enchantment. It's came into clutch so many times where like you're almost one shot and you're about to die, and the next little thing just touches you and you just fall on the ground. This thing always makes sure I'm at pretty much 50% unless I get blown up by a barrel or something. The rings, I'm using these two rings from my other build that like I said from the shadow build. I can't find. I have some other rings, but I don't want to give up that 19 gun damage and that 17.6 pistol crit hit damage. And when it's not full, that's double. So until I get a better one that doesn't have the action skill cooldown, I'll probably do one that has like pistol and maybe SMG damage when I'm using like the Nightshade, because there are guns here. I would use the Nightshade if I run out of ammo, because obviously I'm running all pistols. And as you can see through the whole chaos, I can run through it. There's times where I run out of ammo if I'm fighting the raid bosses. There's times where I'll run out of ammo right at the very end of fighting Tiny Tina, possibly. If that happens, I'll switch to my Nightshade, the Glittering Nightshade, or I got the Glittering Rain of Arrows. These two are very, very good guns. I'm trying to get a volatile one I have a volatile one, but I don't. It doesn't have the 27% gun damage. That's what's annoying. Some of these you'll get the volatile one that you want, and it's 111 times 4, and then you don't get the gun, you don't get the attributes that come with it that you kind of want. So, but that's the RNG, I guess. Then I have the Glittering Fear Not, which is the fairy. But I started using this one for me because the fairy's poison, and I do more damage with the frost, so we used the frost. And then now on the necklace, I did a volatile purple one, frost damage spell shot, 19.4 gun dam or reload speed, and 13 all damage dealt. And then here is the bugged skills. Everybody, I used the Buffmeister on the right. That's the whole bug thing, people are using. But I don't know. Maybe it's intended with spell shot. Maybe that's just how it is with the two skills. But I don't know. We don't know. But I switched this skill out. I keep my Buffmeister always there. I always have the Buffmeister there. I don't swap it out. This is OP Buffmeister 219 with 2 spell charges, and it's got Pew and Zap. And when you pay attention, those Pew and Zap and Kachow and other things, all that stuff means like a huge difference. So if you got Pew means weapon handling, rate of fire, reload speed, and like something else like accuracy or something. Zap is like 80% of spell damage increased. So it's pretty drastic differences. And then the other two are like ability damage, and then the other one is like melee damage. So it's really, really huge difference when you actually get a Buffmeister. And then this one has 2 charges too, which is just so nice. And then I have the Furious Concentrated Magic Barrage of 5600. But I also swap around. Usually, when I'm using the Magic Barrage, I'm fighting a boss. Most of the time, I'm running around with the Furious Inflammation.
These skills are the inks
This
with which I
skill,
scribe my name in
I
legend.
love this thing. It seems like it doesn't hit hard, but you get 3 charges with this thing, and it's like a flamethrower, and you spray it on the NPCs, and whoever they blow up other NPCs, and it's just a chain reaction. It's gorgeous. It's awesome. Very, very good skill. Love it. Recommend it. Got different types ones, and then Ice Spike too. That is OP. I'm gonna have to re-roll that one and get it to Furious and test that one out. And so is this Under. I got this Sunder too. 2 spell charges. I want to test those two out. very good. My top favorite skills to run with him. And then I got the class mod, which has got the magic bullets and then 2 arsenal. And those are just my favorite. Magic bullets is a huge, whatever it's like a hybrid build. So this build's surrounded by gun damage. That's all I wanted. But you can have spell damage as well because it converts to the gun damage. 90% of spell damage is gun damage, so which is really nice. Then you got 35%, 35 gun damage, 42 gun crit chance, 21 all damage dealt, and reduce crit chance by 50, but gain crit damage by 50. And that's the gist of it. You guys will see in the footage on how fun the build is. Yeah, you guys like the video, hit that like and subscribe.